Hello, Facebook. Stevie Coyle here, Mighty Fine Guitars Friday Noontime Webcast. It's June 16th? Think so. Got one guitar to show you today. Oh, checking. I always do this, sorry. Checking to make sure things are happening. Come on in. Today's guitar is a Fylde, F-Y-L-D-E, Magician by Roger Bucknall and his crew in England. Wow, what a hugely unusual guitar. Stay tuned. I'll be right with you. Making sure. And yes, very good. Very good. All right then. Here it is. If it looks huge, it's because it is. It's a very, very large guitar. Wide across the lower bout. In fact, I got some specs here. What are the specs on this thing? Oh, first things first. Walnut, back and sides. English walnut, back and sides. Two-piece back instead of three, as they sometimes are. And a cedar top. So you get the brightness. Walnut sort of sits in many people's ears between mahogany and rosewood, perhaps on the mahogany end of things with more fundamental, not quite so much of the huge overtones, the big kind of washy cathedral sorts of sounds that rosewood is rightly reputed, reputational for. Cedar will kind of attenuate some of that sparkliness that you get with a combination of rosewood, typically on backs and sides, and spruce on the top. Big, bright, whatnot. This, you get plenty of the brightness and the punch of walnut, but I hesitate to use the term softness, but you can get softness out of this guitar. And it does unusual stuff. This is not Martin-y, it's not Gibson-y, it's none of the above. Hugely articulate. I'm surprised with a guitar this size. It's this big across the face, and you can see my elbow up around my ear. It's also this thick, but it's not huge and boomy. There's plenty of low end. In fact, that low string really lights up nicely. Ooh, I like it. Makes my toes shoot up in my boot. Listen to that articulation. I hope you can hear it on this thing. Oh, let me check and make sure the sounds are happening. Good sounds today. The green light is on my little microphone, which usually means things are sounding pretty good. Hi, Michael Block. Come on in. Folks, feel free to enter and sign in, please, as they used to say. I'll play it for you while we're waiting for other folks to show up. You don't lose anything when you go soft. I was hitting it pretty hard there, but when I started to soften up, the sound stayed the same, just quieter. I like that. But there's no threshold below which you lose a lot of the punch of the guitar, or above which things become too resonant. And yes, I think guitars can be too resonant. Myself, being a fingerstyler, I'm looking for articulation. I would not have expected it out of a guitar this size with a narrow fingerboard, which takes me a few minutes to get accustomed to. 1 11/16 over here. Notice too, while we're talking about that end of the world here, a 0 fret. The 0 fret acts as the nut in this case. So for those of you that do alternate tunings, rather than having your low string saw away at the slot in the nut that actually defines the end point of your string and is critical for good articulation of the neck in particular, you've got a 0 fret made of metal that actually does that work for you, and then the nut in this case is just a string guide to get your strings guided up to wherever they get up to where they need to be. Oh, this is ugly. Get rid of that coil. Hi everybody, Stevie Coyle here. Friday Noontime Webcast. We're featuring a Fylde Magician today. Roger Bucknall apparently a very interesting cat. The fellow who owns this guitar knows him and just had dinner with him or something, and says he's a one-off. Leave that to your imagination, but I can hear it in the guitar. Very unusual, but delightful. And this is the guy that built guitars for Davy Graham, Bert Jansch, John Renbourn. They've got some of that rightly reputed to be kind of dry and husky sounding guitars. Some of those recordings of Renbourn with or without Stephen Grossman, or with Pentangle, with Bert Jansch, with Davy Graham. All of those guys, it had this kind of, the English guitars had this kind of dryish sort of sound to them, but intensely articulate. Ooh. Almost in muscle memory, not quite. Really nicely set up too. Move up the neck, your strings aren't hopping off the fingerboard. Really lovely setup. Oh my. That's a near occasion of sin for my fellow Catholics out there. That's too good. That's terrific. Wow, what a powerful guitar. You don't have to play it powerfully, although I find myself really tempted to just wail away on it because it can take it and it delivers big time. But you can play delicately on it as well, and it has the same sound, only softer, which is not true of all guitars. Sometimes you hit a threshold with guitars below which it loses stuff, and above which it gets rattly or sizzly or honky or, sorry, we don't use that term anymore, or quacky, barky. This guitar doesn't do that. It's a whole different beast. A lot of us are accustomed to Martins and Gibsons, maybe an occasional Guild thrown in there just for spice. This is different from all of those. Let me read you some of the promo on this. This is the Magician model. Bucknall names all of his guitars after Shakespearean characters. Not exactly sure which Shakespearean character this is. It might be that one that John Cleese played, the magician, with the fangs. I think that was Shakespeare. The big, deep body of the magician produces a sound to match and has become popular in Celtic music and popular song. Gentle playing produces clear, balanced notes, I agree completely, while heavier strokes bring out the huge bass response and ringing trebles. Yep. Didn't even read this first, but I agree completely. I think I articulated a fair portion of what there is their elevator pitch. The guitar is fitted with the unrivaled Headway FEQ active pickup system. I don't think this one is fitted with that, but you can get it. And if anybody knows what an FEQ pickup system is, let me know, because I'm not familiar with that. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. English walnut back and sides. Select Western cedar top. 5-piece laminated mahogany. Yeah, love a 5-piece neck. Laminated mahogany walnut and ash neck. Ebony fingerboard. The 0 fret which I'm a big fan of, especially for alternate tunings, because it means you're keeping your string lengths consistent over time. You're not sawing away at the slots in the nut and effectively risking changing your string lengths. Ebony fingerboard and bridge, pearl position markers, gold-plated Goto tuners, rosewood bindings with marquetry purfling, and Hiscox case. But no, folks, this does not come with a Hiscox case. This comes with a Calton case, which it fits perfectly too, both. The fingerboard width at the nut is 1 11/16. Scale length is 25.5, good for drop tunings. String spacing at the bridge is 2 1/4. Overall length is huge, 41 3/4 inches. And there's lots of dimensions you can find online at fileguitars.com, I think. Oh, shucks. I thought I printed that out. I did not. What else can I tell you about this? Fun fact to know and tell. Roger Bucknall started woodworking making snooker cues. It's a great band name. Sounds like something, doesn't it? I know. Intonation is great. Like I say, the action up the neck is terrific. Let me stop for a second and see if we got any comments or questions. As always, do feel free to share this in the Facebook sense of the word with friends and family, anybody you think might be interested in fine guitars, mighty fine guitars, aptly named, if I do say so myself, here in Lafayette, California. But I ship. Guitars are going out all over the place. Got one going to Tennessee, got another one going to North Carolina, another one going to Oregon. Shipping is us, and you get whatever time you need, 48 hours, 72 hours for an examination period, after which you can send the guitar back, just pay for shipping both ways. If you love the guitar, you keep it and I cash the check. Easy as pie. Let's see who's here. Hi, everybody, all 12 of you. Thanks for tuning in on a Friday in advance of Father's Day weekend. Appreciate that. David Harleyson from Hogeye, Arkansas. No fooling? Hi, Steve McGaw. Jimmy Robbins. John Stoll. Kalamazoo. Very good. Isn't it a great sounding guitar? Good. I'm glad the sounds are coming through here. Sometimes they don't. Jano. How the hell are you in Gallivan? Excellent. I feel like Miss Nancy here. And I see Gallivan, and I see Jano, and I see Bruce S. Victor. Oh, thank you, Bruce Victor. Davy Graham would be happy with my rendition of Angie, and I think I rendered it fairly completely. Got every last drop of fat out of it. Robert Gunderson, watching from the West Bay, very good. Larry Pattis, terrific guitarist. Folks, if you're not hip to Larry Pattis, hip yourself to Larry Pattis. He's all over the place. Just Google him up, YouTube him, and there we go. I think I'm pretty well caught up. Great sound there, Michael Block. Well, good. I'll finish up then with just a little more playing. For those of you in the South San Francisco Bay, me and myself and Rory McNamara, the erstwhile frontman from 30-ish years ago, are playing in Los Gatos, California tonight at the Los Gatos Coffee Roasters. And you can call them and make reservations. I've not played at this place before, but I'm looking forward to it. Rory is always a gas. What a voice on this guy. Unbelievable. Wonderful musician altogether, but the way he sings a song, there's just nothing like it. Rory McNamara. And myself, the erstwhile frontman from years ago, and we'll have CDs and action figures there to sell as well. So let me play a little bit more of this. Really precise gear ratio there on those tuners.
Take that peach pie off of your sill. The Jersey Del's got a sweet tooth on him, never been known to get his fill. And I thought I saw that Jersey devil up the road and around the bend. Thought I saw that Jersey devil dancing in his moccasins.
Holy smokes. Fylde Magician. Amazing guitar. How much, you say? The asking on this is $5,500. New ones are almost $8,900. This one is in great shape, plays great, sounds like this. It's broken in. You don't have to do that yourself. It's all broke in for you, as they say in Hog Eye, Arkansas. They don't tune themselves, though. Fylde Magician, what can I say? If you have further questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll get to them later this afternoon. It's a remarkable guitar, $5,500, and it's wonderful. It's very, very large. In fact, I wanted to give you dimensions here. Hey there, I'll be right with you. The body width at the lower bout is 17 inches. So this is a BAG. This is a big-ass guitar. But the rewards... I'm going to keep playing it. Sorry, I'll have to tune you out because there are people champing at the bit to get into mighty fine guitars, and who can blame them? Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week at the Friday noontime webcast, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And thanks for tuning in. Do feel free to share this with friends and family you think might be interested. Come down to Los Gatos tonight if you can. The Quitters are playing tomorrow, Saturday, over in Sacramento. Details at quittersduo.com. Big old backyard, an enormous backyard. Hardly counts as backyard. It's like a city park in Sacramento. And we're opening, the Quitters Trio is opening up. Thought you got me. Quitters Trio is opening up for Achilles Wheel, the full band. So going to be a hell of a show. And tickets are still available. So come out, it's because there's more lawn almost everywhere you look there. So come out if you can. See you next week. Mighty Fine Guitars. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everybody. Safe travels out there.